Hello everyone. My name is Linda Gano. I am the CEO and founder of Linda's Perfection Creations. Linda's Perfection Creations is an event planning and wedding decor company. We cater to small and large events in and around the Philadelphia area. We do full service, partial, month of coronations. We do custom events. We do destination weddings. We do home staging and decor. So pretty much anything that need planning and decor we handle well. We do small events, large events, corporate. I have over 10 plus years in the wedding industry. I am a certified wedding planner. I am a certified flower as well. So if you need wedding aspect, you can do it. And we can need decor aspect, we do that as well. My business is tailored to fit all budgets. They are based on the size of the wedding. So if you want small weddings, large weddings, we tailor our package to fit the needs. My goal is to make sure I motto is beauty beyond imagination. So I tailor my packages to work with every prayer that I have in the wedding. So today I'm gonna go ahead and talk about how to hire the right wedding planner and who the best person to tell you is a planner. Things that you need to look for, things that you need to know when you're hiring a wedding planner, and what it is that you need to do. So let's say you're planning a wedding and you decide there's different stages. Some people decide from the beginning that I'm going to need a planner. I cannot do this by myself. I need someone to help me. And then you have the other couple who say, well, I think I can do everything else. I just need somebody to do a month of coordinations. Or you got a couple who start halfway to start to do it by themselves and realize like, oh my God, I cannot do this. So when you are deciding to hire a planner, one of the best solution I would say that when you're hiring a planner, hire somebody who are knowledgeable, because the thing about it, we know the job inside and out. We know what to look for. We know everything that you know. So that you don't know, I should say. So when you hire a planner, you want to make sure you hire the right planner, not just anybody. So what's the first place to look when you're having a wedding planner? Check with your social network, friends, family, anyone that you know that had say, hey, I'm looking for the planner. Check with your friends first. And I'll see who they know and what they know. And if they give you somebody, don't ultimately they just decide to say, hey, okay, I'm gonna do an ask around. After they give you the info, do your own research on that person to make sure that they are best fit. So somebody in your circle will know somebody or say something. Maybe so the first place to go to find a place is in your circle, your social circle. Sometimes they have from friends, family, work. Use your social network. They'll be there. And the next place to go, best place that everybody's on every time, social media. We use it to find hotel, we use it to find ticket, we use it to find best restaurant. Whatnot such on social media. Go on all from Facebook to Instagram to TikTok. Put your information in and see who's in it from Google. Put that information in and search for planner. Do from Wedding Wire to the Knot. There's a lot of outlet. The lot of places. I'm trying to think about names, but it's like you can just do a Google search because I'm trying to see who else that I'm using, who else that people use. There's a lot of places you can look to find a wedding planner. Look at reviews on Google. Look at Yelp. Okay, that's the word I'm saying. Go everywhere. Look at all these reviews. Look at people. Look at the website. Look at the pictures. Look at everything. Those are the next place to go. So after you ask your friends and nothing come up, or you find somebody that you don't like, go to social media. You can meet first on with this guest, and now there's a lot of people. And I mean, say Google is a good. I like a Google when you put it in just the keyword. A lot of people will come. You can look at on every platform that they are on. You can see everything that from the city, the state, whatever they're on. These people are available, so it is always the best place to go. And if you don't find any luck with that, also as your venue. Most people already have a venue in mind. Some people already book a venue. When you're making venue selection, as the venue say, hey, we are trying to look for a wedding planner. We don't know where to find one. Do you have any venue that you worked with before? Do you guys have a wedding planner that you work with, that you guys have some kind of agreement with, or just ask a lot of questions. Anything that you can use or do that will help you. They have like vendors that they work with in the past. They have people they can refer you to a lot of people. So that's another good outlet to use is to use your wedding venue. And after, let's say you find a planner, one of the things is you want to make sure your aesthetics match. You want to make sure, you want to double check for the prospective planner, like can they execute all the things that you need? Can they do the job, not just what they're saying? Can they go with your vision? Can they make you, do they understand you, how confident that they are in the work where you're talking to them? Do they stutter? Do they think about, do you feel comfortable with that person? Do you match with that person? As I always say, when you are picking a planner, you want to make sure that you guys click. It's like a friendship, it's like a relationship. If you can work well with that person, this person is playing the most important day of your life. You need to be aware. I'm not saying you guys should be best friends, but then they're close to being best friends. Because then you need to be on the same page. That even without you saying anything, your planner should know what it is that you want, have your idea in mind, and what it can do to make that dreams a reality. So make sure that, you know, with that initial phone call when you're talking to, or that initial first consultation when you're talking to, make sure you ask all the questions you need to ask. Make sure you get that zinc. You can feel, we all have that instinct when you're talking to somebody, you feel the sense of what it is. So you want to make sure that you pair with that person. But then another thing you want to discuss, the bigger thing, is budget. You want to make sure that, okay, I found a planner, this is my budget, does my budget fit with this person? Because sometimes if your budget does not match, I don't care how great that planner is, if you cannot afford them, you cannot afford them. um, you don't want to break your back hiring a planner and then in the end you cannot get what you need. So you want to make sure, okay, well, is this in my budget? Can I make sure this come up? And so because different planner have different prices, there's different services that they offer, different things that they do. So make sure you find a planner that within your budget have the option available. If there's, you cannot do the full service, ask for other packages. Do you do partial? Do you do custom? Like, ask all the questions you need for budget and make sure that it fits your budget as well. Because you don't want to hire somebody and then you cannot afford to pay them and you're stressed out going through all this process. So make sure. And when you're spending time with this person, nothing, you want to identify that I share values. You want to make sure that, as your planner, what do you have in common in regards to your what you because you think about it, you're going to spend a lot of time with this person. Let's say if you hire a planner maybe 6 months or a year in your plan, most of your time is going to be on the phone, in appointment, going to meeting. You want to make sure that you like this person. Generally, if we don't feel comfortable around somebody, it will be an awkward situation. So when you are talking with this person, make sure that, like I said, make sure that this is a right fit for you. Because if you feel uncomfortable saying something to somebody, or they don't feel comfortable saying, speaking to you, is make that relationship awkward. For me, as I always say, no matter how long the money is, if there's certain aspect that I look for in a wedding person when I'm doing a wedding, if that don't pay, I would rather deny that services, because I don't want to take on something that in the end, creatively, our vision, we cannot work well together and not transfer into the work. So make sure you are not praising that. And then another thing, you want to double check the service. Make sure that the services that you want, that they do offer it. If they don't offer it, make sure, ask them if that's something they can do. You want to make sure, do they offer coordinator, do they work, have other vendor services, how do they work? So you want to check the services. If they doesn't offer it, do they have other people that provide it? What do they do? Are you going to be the one paying all the vendors, or are you going to give the money to them? They pay for the vendors. Are they going to be looking for the vendors for you? So you want to make sure, check the services and make sure that everything that they have is included. I know I'm going a little fast because I want to try to end this chapter tonight and then move on to something else. And then something, prepare for the first meeting. When you're going to make the what question down, ask every single question that you need to know. Hey, where are you located? How many weddings have you planned? How long you been doing this? What are your services? What are you offer? You want to make sure first meeting, you want to be prepared. This is my wedding. Can you do this? Like every single question that you want to ask. Write a note. If you don't have it, go on Google, research, and do that. And then you want to also find an advocate. Like, what I mean by that is that when you're making a decision for your wedding, you want to make sure if your planner can be the best person to speak on your behalf. You have to trust. That's why I say you have to trust the relationship going to be that. Can your planner, if you are not available to you, trust your planner to make that best decision. Or if not, do you want to have somebody else who you can go to make decision for you? And then also, you want to trust your gut. Last, to trust your gut, because sometimes it's that in that gut feeling if that person is right for you. You know that. Don't pick something just because somebody said they are good and they're not right fit. Because like I said, this person going to be making a lot of decisions in regards to your wedding. They're going to be doing a lot of things. They're going to help you out. Make sure that inside your gut, that gut feel like, you know what, this is the person for me. And then the most important thing, once you hire the planner, make sure you trust them. because trust it enough to do the job. Because if you don't give that planner enough time and don't trust to do the job, you're just going to overshadow it, and in the end it's not going to be a good pair. But once again, my name is Linda Gundo. I hope this was very informative for you. But please, no matter what you're doing, a wedding planner is essential to your wedding. I know it may seem like, oh my God, I can do this, but there's certain details that they can help you with. That, that's what professionals are there for. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. You can follow me on my website at www.lindaperfectcreationsevents.com. Thank you and have an amazing day. Good night, everyone.